families. Today is the last day of our Journey to the Cross at Home experience. I hope you have enjoyed having discussions with your family about the different events that happened during Jesus' last week on earth between Palm Sunday and Easter. Today, we're going to be hearing from Mary Magdalene, who's going to be sharing with us her experiences at the empty tomb on that very first Easter Sunday.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mary Magdalene, and you may not have heard of me, but I want to tell you a story about the most amazing thing that's ever happened, about the most amazing person who's ever lived on earth. And do you know who he is? Did I hear someone say Jesus? That's right. And I'm sure you've learned all about Jesus, maybe from your mom and dad, or maybe in your Sunday school class. And you probably learned about how he came to earth to save everyone, and how while he lived here, he performed all of these amazing miracles. Well, I didn't have to read about those things in the Bible like you did, because I watched them. I saw all of these wonderful things that he did, and I knew that he was telling the truth when he said he was the Son of God. But then one day, people came and they arrested him, and they said that he had done terrible things that he didn't do. And they had him put to death for claiming to be the Son of God. They said he was lying about that. And I think that you've already heard that story, so I don't want to talk too much about that. But it was a terrible, terrible day. And they put him up on the cross, and we watched all day long as they tormented him and did all of these terrible things. And then, even though it was the middle of the day, the sky got dark as if it was night. And then people started to realize that he was telling the truth. And when he finally died, when he finally gave up his spirit, one of the soldiers said out loud, "Truly, this was the Son of God." So they knew that he was telling the truth the whole time, but it was too late, because he had already died. And so they took his body and they brought him to a tomb with a big, giant, heavy stone. And they put him in the tomb and they rolled the stone in front of it. And a few days later, I wanted to go and see for myself. I wanted to bring spices and put them on his body to take care of him, even though I knew I couldn't bring him back. And so I went there. I didn't know how I was going to roll away the stone because it was so heavy, but I knew that I had to go and try. And when I got there, I don't know if you can see, but the tomb was empty and the big stone was rolled to the side. Now, no one could have rolled away a stone this heavy. It would have taken many, many, many people. And so I went to find some of the disciples, and I said, "They've stolen Jesus's body." And we got back and we looked and we couldn't find him anywhere, but there was an angel. And the angel asked me what I was doing and why I was so upset. And I said, "Well, they've taken my Lord." And then I heard someone say, "Mary, why are you crying?" And I heard that voice and I knew exactly who it was. And I turned and there was Jesus. And he was right there. He wasn't an angel. He wasn't a ghost. He was just right there, just like he said he would be, because he said that he was going to die and he was going to come back again in 3 days, but we didn't really think it could actually happen. And so I wanted to just hug him, but he said that I couldn't touch him because he had to go back to be with his Father, to be with God. But he told me to go and tell all of the rest of the disciples. And so I went and I ran and I found all of his disciples. And then Jesus appeared before them too. And he showed them all the marks on his hands, or on his wrists, and on his side where the Roman guard had pierced him. And even Thomas, he still didn't believe. He didn't believe it was possible. And Jesus let him put his hand in the wound so that he could see that Jesus did exactly what he said he was going to do. And he sacrificed himself for all of us. It wasn't just for me, and it wasn't just for the disciples. It was for all of us, all of you. And I'm so glad that I could be here to tell you the story and to show you the tomb where Jesus was, so that we can all remember what he did, and we can all remember when he came back on Easter Sunday. I hope you liked my story, and I hope you always remember to celebrate the Lord Jesus and what he did for us every day. Goodbye, friends.